in that deep pink color indicating torrential rain. You'll notice frequent lightning strikes here, not out of the question. We can see some gusty winds, even some tiny hail, not out of the question as this continues to move to the east. So heads up on Alaska. It is about to get very rough out there. We're also tracking some thunderstorms moving in behind that cell, impacting everywhere from Rockdale through Bryan College Station. As we go through the next several hours, we're going to continue to track storms well to our north, but then we're also going to see the possibility of some thunderstorms once we get between 4 and 6 p.m. today, starting to pop up south of I-10 as well. Now, this is just the beginning. As we head into the day tomorrow, we're expecting rain chances to greatly ramp up. We're talking rounds of showers and thunderstorms. This is going to bring an enhanced flood threat for Friday. Both rounds in the morning and in the evening coming up. Brittany will track that strong cold front, and I'll let you know how much rainfall you can expect in your neighborhood.
Caroline, thanks.
Because we now have a stronger thunderstorm. We're tracking it up near Alaska. The Weather Service putting out this special weather statement for the next 30 minutes. So it's in place through 12:45. A special weather statement basically means that this thunderstorm is just below severe weather criteria, which is why it's on a severe thunderstorm warning. But they wanted to put an alert out because this storm, it's packing a punch. It's capable of producing 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts in addition to half-inch sized hail. So that's what we've been warning you about all week. If any storms pop up, it can quickly get out of control. And this is impacting Trinity right now. As it continues to push through, it's going to impact on Alaska soon, Livingston, northern portions of Lake Livingston. This is a ferocious storm pushing through, hail and damaging winds possible. You can also see thunderstorms back building behind it, College Station up through southern portions of Madison County. Other than this, though, we're not seeing a whole lot on radar. You can see here in the Houston area, so far we're staying dry. But as we go through the rest of the day today, we're going to continue to track more thunderstorms. I do think areas well to the north have the highest likelihood, but everybody can see some storms. Let me show you our future track. You'll notice things primarily to the north of Houston, but by 5 o'clock, it's possible we can see a few pop-ups south of I-10. Now let's talk about Friday, because Friday is really the day to watch. Starting with the overnight hours, we'll begin to see widespread showers and storms, and this is going to linger into what I expect to be an incredibly soggy morning commute. This is 7 a.m. in the morning. Scattered showers and thunderstorms. Some of these rainfall are going to be on the heavy side. We're talking a quick several inches, which means a slow going commute. Our morning show tomorrow, Justin Stapleton doing weather, Brittany Begley will be in doing traffic, and those roads are going to be a mess. You're going to continue to see on and off showers through the day, although I do think the middle of the day we could see a bit of a break before things start to ramp up again for the afternoon. That's because the actual cold front expected to pass through from the northwest to the southeast starting around 4 o'clock, really ramping up through 6 p.m. The evening commute tomorrow also going to be a mess, racing to the southeast, passing through Houston, finally exiting by 10 p.m. That means any Friday night plans, those really need to be indoors. We do have the threat for severe weather, but I think the larger threat is going to be our flash flooding risk just for the day tomorrow. 2 to 3 inches of rainfall going to be possible. Quickly, I do want to say there is a payoff with all of this. Saturday and Sunday, cooler air moves in. Saturday starts a bit cloudy and breezy, but both days low humidity, 70s. When we're talking about May, which starts tomorrow, by the way, we are not guaranteed weather this night. So make plans to get outside on Sunday, but for the day on Friday, all day you need to stay weather aware, especially doing this within the last couple of minutes. That flood watch officially goes into place this evening, and it's going to last through 4 a.m. Saturday morning. You can see it's primarily for counties to the north of I-10. This is where we're expecting rounds of rainfall through the day on Friday. Accumulations could be 2 to 4 inches, which means low-lying areas, trouble spots certainly could see flooding. So when we talk about a flood watch, that means watch out. Conditions are favorable for flooding through that time period. If you get a flood warning, that's the one that means take action immediately, seek higher ground. And with all of this, the most dangerous spot to be is your vehicle. Goes into place at 3 a.m. on Friday morning, and it's going to be in place through early Saturday morning at 4 a.m. You'll notice that does include Harris County, Fort Bend, and most counties north of I-10. Primary concern here is going to be the possibility for street flooding, so please plan on extra time on the roads on Friday. Be smart. When in doubt, find another route. The concern here is waves of showers and storms that could bring widespread 2 to 4 inches. Let me put our radar in motion. Over the last hour, you can see we've had a lot of activity well to our north. Right now, we are tracking some of those showers impacting Lake Somerville and continuing to drift towards the east. These are going to continue to bring those moderate rain showers, but our concern is going to be through the overnight hours. We've got a stationary front overhead, and this is going to allow showers to really begin to ramp up after midnight. That's going to bring with it an extremely soggy Friday morning commute. You're going to need to plan for extra time on the roads. On and off storms through the day on Friday, and that's ahead of our cold front. The actual front pushing through from the northwest to the southeast from 4 p.m. through 10 p.m. Friday afternoon and evening. This is going to cause a mess on the roads. Greatest threat is going to be that flood potential. Andy, coming up, I'll walk you through how much rainfall you can expect to see in your neighborhood.
Caroline, thank you.
Active over the last few days. We've talked about rain chances, and now we're at the point where they're really starting to ramp up, and that's because we've got a stationary front overhead. This provides the lift. It's really the mechanism that's going to trigger a lot of those thunderstorms, especially as this low pressure system gets closer to southeast Texas tonight. We're going to talk about that forecast in a second, but first I want to show you we are tracking some showers just to our north. You'll notice Houston is dry, but areas across Washington County starting to see some of those downpours from Lake Somerville up through College Station, Navasota, Caldwell, everywhere to our north. They're warm. They're seeing soupy conditions because temperatures slightly cooler, but that high humidity still very much in play. As we go through the rest of the day today, we're going to continue to see those showers for our far northern counties. The rest of us mostly dry today, but once we get into the early morning hours on Friday, this is when thunderstorm chances start to ramp up. So 2 a.m. on Friday, you can see scattered showers and thunderstorms going to be possible. As we head into Friday morning, I think it's going to be a mess. I think the roads are going to be very slow as we're going to be seeing widespread showers and thunderstorms. 7 a.m. It is going to be very busy on the radar. Heavy downpours, frequent lightning strikes, not out of the question. This means you need to plan for extra time, not just in the morning, honestly, through the entire day. You can see 9 a.m. seeing more showers move through. Now, here's the thing, middle of the day, you can see a brief break from all of the rainfall before round 2 really starts to ramp up again. That's going to be the actual strong front that's going to advance through our area, pushing from the northwest to the southeast, really between 4 p.m. and 10 p.m. 4 o'clock, you can see it's pushing in from the northwest into the Houston area. 6 o'clock, it's going to be busy. Some of these storms really going to be packing a punch. I wouldn't be surprised if 1 or 2 is considered in the severe category. Hail and wind, the primary threat. 8 o'clock, still impacting Houston as it races for the coast before we finally dry out at 10 o'clock. So our primary concern here is going to be the risk of flash flooding, 2 to 3 inches, especially north of I-10. This is why we have a flood watch in place. Quick look at allergies, not doing too bad, and our extended forecast shows the payoff from at 3 a.m. tonight through early Saturday morning. You can see Fort Bend to Wharton, Harris County, and everywhere north of I-10 underneath that flood watch because we are expecting rounds of heavy downpours. Now, right now, we're still tracking showers to our north, but I want to show you just within the last 20 minutes, we've started to see new showers popping up south of I-10. You can see them from Brazoria County into far southwest Brazoria and Matagorda County, and also look at Chambers County, starting to see a few of those showers around Baytown. These are all going to be possible over the next few hours, but the main action is going to be coming after midnight tonight. That's when our thunderstorm chance really starts to ramp up, and that's going to be staying elevated as we head into Friday morning. In fact, that morning commute likely going to be a mess. Widespread showers and thunderstorms. This is what 7 a.m. looks like. Some of these can be on the heavy side, which means street flooding, the primary concern. Lisa, Joel, coming up, I'll let you know how much rainfall you can expect in your neighborhood. Feel fabulous because we've got extremely high humidity, so it actually feels kind of soupy. It feels like it should be raining out there. Satellite and radar, you can see this is that stationary front just wiggling overhead, and this is helping provide the showers and the thunderstorms that are possible from now through the next few hours. In fact, Storm Tracker 2 radar is going to be showing we've got a few of those pop-up showers just south of I-10 in Chambers County, also tracking a few in Brazoria, Matagorda County as well. Other than those, most of us are going to be quiet as we head through the rest of the day today. You'll notice Future Track showing some of that isolated activity south of I-10. This will be possible as we head through the overnight hours, and then we're going to start to see rounds of showers into Friday. The flood watch officially goes in place at 3 a.m. on Friday, and by this time, we'll start to see more scattered showers and thunderstorms becoming widespread as we approach that morning commute. 5 a.m. really heavy to the west. By 7 a.m. it looks like all of southeast Texas going to be dealing with heavy showers and thunderstorms. These will continue to push through, and then we're going to see several rounds. So you will see breaks at times. That's going to be our actual stronger cold front that moves through between 4 p.m. and 10 p.m., bringing with it our severe weather threat, but also continuing that flood threat into the evening. That's why Friday plans, I would have them inside. Plan on extra time on the roads too. Forecast rainfall 2 to 3 inches, especially north of I-10. Roads are going to be a mess. Here's video perfect. Make an outdoor plan on Sunday. You're not going to regret it. Starting to see more activity, especially closer to the coast. I'm going to put this in motion. Over the last hour, you can see a lot of these showers just now starting to form across Brazoria and Matagorda counties here, Bay City over towards Angleton. None of these particularly heavy, but it's the start of a change. Now that we're finally starting to see them, you can see that thin green line here that's diving to the south. That's likely going to be our front. Clear Lake dealing with a downpour here as well. And as we go through the next several hours, we're expecting these showers south of I-10. Those are going to be continuing. Now, all of these showers, these are all prefrontal showers. These are not going to be associated with the strong front that we're forecasting tomorrow. In fact, through the day tomorrow, it's going to be very widespread. I know a lot of folks haven't seen the rainfall yet this week. Tomorrow is the day that everybody is going to see it. We've put in 100% chance of rain for our day on Friday. Starting off 7 a.m., you can see widespread showers and thunderstorms. At times we'll have breaks, but Lisa, Joel, this is going to be coming in rounds of rain. I've got more on that timeline coming up.
Okay, we'll see you for that. Thank you,
Lee. Let's talk about what we've been tracking, because we have a few showers already popping up south of I-10. If we put this in motion over the last hour or so, you can see these are really starting to get going. So far, none of these causing any major problems, but a brief downpour not out of the question over the next several hours, especially for our friends south of I-10. Now, this is the time where they're getting rainfall, but as we head through the overnight hours, everybody's going to see those rain chances. In fact, by 2 a.m., you can see those showers pushing in from the west. I certainly think the morning bus stop forecast is a mess. By 5 a.m., heavy showers rolling in from the west. You can see all across southeast Texas. This is 7 a.m. in the morning. Sunrise at 6:39. Heavy downpours. The possibility of some embedded thunderstorms bringing with it frequent lightning strikes. And I think one of the big problems is going to be torrential downpours. That can quickly give you several inches of rain, and that's why we have our street flooding threat. Now, by 9 a.m., a lot of that shifting off to the east, and then we're going to see a brief break, one of several breaks during the day, with another round passing through around lunchtime, and then our actual cold front passing through Friday afternoon. This is going to be the one that brings the severe weather threat. 4 o'clock, heavy thunderstorms and downpours across Houston. The front continuing to pass through really from 4 p.m. through 10 p.m. on Friday. That means any Friday plans, I would have them inside. Main concern is going to be the possibility of flooding with 2 to 3 inches possible, especially for locations north of I-10. Everybody, though, needs to be on alert. Plan for extra time for driving and, quite frankly, just be smart about it. When we see heavy rainfall, we flood, and anybody's vehicle can be vulnerable to that. It's very easy to underestimate the amount of water in a road fall. Don't let it be you. Playground forecast this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Saturday starts off a bit cloudy and breezy. By the afternoon, the sun comes out, temperatures in the upper 60s. Sunday, picture perfect. Sunshine, low humidity, light breeze, highs in the mid 70s. Just delightful.